Alright, so first off, I want to say my bad again for not having the tripod out here. But I'm going to stay pretty stationary for this, and it's not going to be very long, so I don't think it's going to be too bad. Anyway, now that I'm going to be working out here in the shop again, I figured I'd go ahead and talk about this. That way, from now on, when people ask, I can, like, you know, cut this to this video. You know, I built this last year around the same time, I think. What exactly this is a K20A3 block with A2 pistons. So it is a fresh rebuild, new rings and bearings. I'll leave in the top card the link to the first of the build list for this series. It's actually pretty in depth, so you can see the build process. All right, so people ask me, the reason why I'm making this is because people ask me all the time, like, how much I want for the block, how much I want for the block, how much I want for the block. And I always say I want too much because generally speaking, I was asking 500 and then plus shipping on top of that. So it's a pretty expensive block. I still think 500 is pretty fair, but just, you know, generally speaking, the shipping is going to be on the pricey side. Shipping, I'm estimating is around $100. So, $100 or more, less than 150, but at least 100. So I'm thinking, you know, $600 for a short block, nobody wants to pay it. And then of course the short block's not complete. You need still a good amount of stuff to get it finished and running. All right, don't ask me everything you need to get it running, because if you're asking me what you need to do to get it running, then you probably don't want to be buying this anyway. All right, so now, if you're somebody who has a little confidence in what they're doing here on building this engine or completing it and having it in a car, then by all means, hit me up. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had it rotated. It's been hiding under the rag, but everything's still nice and smooth. And I've kept oil in the cylinders. You know, if you see the little black puddles looking like shit on top of the pistons, that's oil. There's oil in there. Anyway, you can see the cylinders, they're not caught any rust or anything. The hone is still fresh in there. So anyway, the main reason, so I said the main reason why I was making this is because people keep asking me about buying it. I decided that I'm probably never going to see this run. I mentioned the other day that definitely wouldn't mind getting an EP3 shell or an RSX shell. And then I could use this block, get me, and then use that A3 head over there, finish it, and use it for a daily driver. Now, I'm still not against that, and that's still definitely very much a possibility. But anyway, I just don't see it being a priority, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm even going to be buying a new car as a daily, because now that I know I'm going back to Florida, I need all available funds from income tax to save up for a move, potential deposit on a house or whatever. So, with that being said, and the fact that I have another A3 over there, I'm willing to sell this. And I've decided to revise my price. $450 shipped. So send me $450 through PayPal and I'll ship it to you. I'll pop off that fucking oil pan, wrap up the block as it is, and put the oil pan somewhere in the box. That way I can fit into a regular sized box without going too crazy big. So there's not a lot of free room in there. And I think that $450 shipped is like 100% fair. Like if you go on eBay looking for a block like this, you're not going to find that price. And I think that'll bring my profit to maybe like $300 and some. But in light of the circumstances with this car over here and wanting to get this done as soon as possible, any extra funds I have can be helpful. Although I don't think I'm going to need too much money to finish this. Unless it's just going to be, well, maybe. I still got to buy a radiator. That could cost me upwards of $100. I know when you guys offered a radiator, and I appreciate that, but I think I'm going to go with the half size. So there's that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this. I'm going to talk about that later on in another video. But I was getting to this again. This is $450 shipped, just in case anybody wants to ask, or just in case anybody asks me again about it. That's a solid 100% firm ass fucking price. That's not changing. I'm 100% completely fine with keeping this forever. And even if I don't keep it forever, I'm sure that if I go back down to Florida and relist this same block for $500, I'm pretty confident I'll get it when I get back down there. So anyway, just a quick video, just again to readdress this K20 block that I have, just in case anybody is seriously considering they want to buy it. $450 shipped. money hits PayPal. I get the money. I fucking pay the shipping and all that stuff, and then you got yourself a K20A3 with A2 pistons. If you want any more details on this setup, I'm gonna leave the video links in the cards below with like this kind of build, what it potentially could do, and all that good stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.